Okay, Wednesday morning in the kingdom, and Johnny G's coming over with the groceries. Yes, the groceries. There'll be nothing on the shelf. He brings all his freight, and there's nothing on the shelf. Oh, well. This morning we woke up to plus 10, but feels like plus 10. Then on the yo-yo scale, plus 51, feels like 51. Yes, twin temperatures. Twins, yes, same number. Also, too, there's a new Dick in town. Yes, a new Dick. Yesterday we watched a different colored helicopter fly just above the tree line, just past my house. Yes, so that means he's got the GPS coordinates given to him by the mining company, so he's just pedal to the metal, flying low, flying fast. He doesn't care, just like in them film with Clint Eastwood, Josie Wales. Dying ain't much of a living, boy. Yes, he's just gonna crash. Hopefully he doesn't crash into my house because he's not very high for any recovery. Yes, he'll just crash. Oh, well, that's it. We had 2 weeks of no Dick, which was nice. Now we're back to the same regular scheduled programming of being terrorized and living in fear of Dick. Yes, Dick. Unreal. And this mining company's going into production with first gold in 2027. You can't even control a helicopter. So what the hell are you going to do when you go mining? Make a great mess just like the other ones? Oh, well. Also, too, yesterday the staff was gifted pie plates. But when I first seen them, I thought of Meatloaf. Yes, Meatloaf. Not the singer, the rock band. Meatloaf. You cook your meatloaf in a pie pan, a glass pie pan, it's a lot easier to clean up. Yes, you know you're getting old when you're looking at the cleanup times. Yes, because sometimes I burn supper so bad in the microwave, it takes hours to clean the tray. All right, let's scroll this way. We're going to have a full production day if the rains hold off. Oh, I'm not much coordination. The staff's got a big sheet of steel here to cut up, recycle, make it lay flat on the skis. Once she's done all the skis, so I'll give us 12 skis for 3 complete Lombard sleighs. Yes, the Lombard sleighs, the worst sleigh for the Great White North, but they make good logging sleighs. Oh, yes. All right, let's scroll some more. We're not going to work on the grader today till later in the afternoon if the rains hold off, because we're going to work on the ramp deck on the Screaming Forge. Yes, we have to weld underneath there. Yeah. So I'm going to do some overhead welding. Hopefully the gods of gravity aren't too strong and the welds stay where they're supposed to be. All right, that's full rotation. I got dizzy. I went too fast. Oh, wait, it's the beverage. Okay, I better go. Here comes the boss. And I think I hear Dick. Okay, I'm up on the canopy shed. Look at the flags and look at this Ohio flag. It sure does fly good and it shows up good on the cameras. So over here, last year, 2023, we painted Puck Off Dick onto the roof here. And the funny thing is, a year later, any of the pictures of this sign has not shown up on the internet for some reason. And maybe that's a reason why, because these are measured letters. Yes, I was advised to use measured letters, and even down here, this is all measured. And there's a timestamp, basically when we signed it and a few other things we did, that tells you the time and or when we did it. Plus the fact being measured letters, we can, know the height of the helicopter when it's flying. Okay, so the helicopter's flying just above the tree line. So they're just over a bit. My property goes a fair ways. The house is halfway, right? So when you lose rotation over here, okay, you're crashing to the right, which is in my house. Yes, these young dicks don't seem to understand. But when they crash, they'll learn, because there is no class reunion after a helicopter graduation. There is the graduation photo, but there is never a helicopter reunion. So it's kind of funny that a year later, no pictures of this sign has shown up. We also too have one painted on the Rabbit Tower and one on the Beach 18. Ooh, the yard's looking good. I'm colorblind and I can see the trees are changing, but the yard is looking good. Even the American flag over there looks good. Yes, the Beach 18 even has it painted on the top over there. Puck Off Dick. So there's 3 signs painted in, Dick, where to go, giving them directions, and it's kind of strange that none of them have shown up on the internet a year later. Oh well.
Wednesday morning in WHO-ville. It's almost 10 a.m. and I'm just getting ready to head to the kingdom. As you can see, it is pretty cloudy out here right now. Maybe we'll get some rain today. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 14 degrees Celsius, which is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, get the quad out, and go to the kingdom. Just after 10 a.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Now I'll head down to the shop. I'm pretty sure my dad's getting the screaming Ford going and we're moving that around because he wants to work on the deck. Once that's done, I'll start cutting the rest of the skis out. I only have 5 left to do, so that's pretty good. Down at the shop now, and my dad's going to get the screaming Ford going, so I'll do a little video of that for you guys. Then we have to turn the air compressors on and let the air build up, so that'll be a little while before I can start cutting the skis. Now my dad will get the loader started and grab a few pallets because he has to put pallets under the back of the deck here so he can work on it. Then he'll back the screaming Ford up. I think he's going over here somewhere, and then we'll put the pallets down and see what else we're doing for the moment. Got the stack of pallets. Now my dad will bring the screaming Ford over and then we can start putting the pallets underneath the back of the deck. Almost 10:30 and my dad just turned the air compressors on. Now we'll have to wait a bit so I can start plasma cutting the rest of the skis. I have 5 sets to do, but I can't do in between the welds here because that will destroy the skis and they won't be strong enough. So I'll get 2 out of here on this side, 2 on that side, and then I'll be able to get 1 here and there. Then this sheet will go into the rest of our metal, which is over by the plane there, and then we'll be done with this sheet, hopefully forever. But knowing us, I'm sure we'll end up making more skis or using this for something else. All the extra pieces I've been cutting off aren't going to waste. They will be used for the in-betweens of all the skis and to actually build the skis, so this works out great with all the extra pieces. We are going to be putting some of these pallets underneath the back of the deck here so my dad can push down with the loader. It is for safety reasons in case the strap on the front comes off or the blocks underneath come out. That's the last thing we need is my dad getting hurt. He has a few areas left to weld underneath and on the back here, and then he's going to paint it and put all the lights in, so that'll look pretty cool. Actually starting to look like a deck now. Just after 10:30 and it sounds like the air compressor is filled up, so that means I can start plasma cutting all the skis out. While I'm doing that, my dad's going to be welding and tinkering around on the deck. I am all set up now to start cutting out the skis. I have 5 sets left to do, so hopefully I'll be done by after lunch and not 5 p.m. But if the plasma cutter acts up, it could take longer. Now let's start cutting. Just after 11 a.m. and I got a few pieces cut out, but my dad asked me to go over to the deck and film him with the loader, so I'll do that. And as you can see, the plasma cutter is cutting on an angle, but that's okay. I don't think it's ever cut straight since we've had it. Over at the deck now, and my dad is trying to push down on it so he can weld up from underneath, because as you can see, the deck is still a little heavy-jeevy. So he's using the fork on the loader to push down so he can go underneath and weld on it. Just did a little video of my dad pushing down on the deck with the loader. Now I'm back over here and I can continue cutting skis out. As you can see, I just made it up to the weld, and now when I do my next big one, it'll be on that side of the weld, and then this will just become garbage because I don't think we can use it with the weld in between. So as you can see on the bottom, it's also welded on that side as well. Almost 12 p.m. lunchtime, and I'm just working on my little V, and then I have 4 more plates left to go. I have W and X, and then I am done and we can move this plate. Now let's head inside, grab my dog treats, and go back to WHO-ville and make lunch. As you can see, it's getting pretty cloudy out here. At least it's not hot.
Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom. Hopefully the rains hold off because I want to get this welded and painted. All right. So what we did was stack the pallets underneath for safety. Yes. And then I put these X's right here. Yes, the yellow X's, Cowboy X. Yeah, Sesame Street, Cowboy X. So that's where the cross members were. And I can see it with the fork of the loader. So I could put the fork right down and push. And then I was underneath welding. It's a booger weld, but the deck has to come off and be flipped over one more time. Because when it goes on to the 45, it has to have mounting brackets on the back. All right, so what we're doing here is closing this up. Yes, closing it up. So I want to get this closed up, welded up, and then paint the back bumper here so I can bolt all the license plate, the lights, everything back on. So that ties up free space in the shop. Yes, that 46 Chevy's full of all the parts. Yes, let's get it done. So after lunch, we'll have to use the plasma cutter to cut a piece of checker plate for in here. Because you got to remember, they had stake pockets on this deck and we shortened it up. So we, just welding around. So this is what we start with. And we make it look pretty. Yes, make it look pretty, just like makeup on the first ex-wife, sorry. Yeah, so we beat it with a hammer, welded, got lots of feeder rod, and it works out well. Yes, very pleased. All right, let's go burn some lunch, and then we can get back at it before the rains come.
Just after 12 p.m. and I made it home from the kingdom for lunch. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and make a quick lunch. Sure is getting windy out here now, and the clouds are starting to roll in, so maybe we'll get some rain later on this afternoon. 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. I had leftovers from last night. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 19 degrees Celsius, which is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and head to the kingdom and finish cutting out those skis. Just after 1 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. It was actually trying to rain on my way over. It started spitting. Now I'll head down to the shop and finish cutting up those last skis. Just getting ready to start cutting the last of my skis out. As you can see, I have a big V there, so I need a small V, then I need 2 W's and 2 X's, then I am officially done, and this plate can go on the plate rack underneath the plane. Shouldn't take me very long, let's find out. And as I'm working on this, my dad's over on the deck welding the back of it. That's what you can hear in the background of my video.
Okay, 2 o'clock and we're all welded across the top there. Yes, excellent. And we even welded up here. But somebody put the snow truck right on top of the plate, so we could only weld the front. Oh, we welded that there. We could only weld the front part to the plate, but we couldn't weld back there because the snow truck is there. Minor detail. All right, let's put these tools away and then we can splash some paint around. The staff is working hard, so I better keep working.
Just after 2 p.m. and I am officially done, finished cutting my last sheet, and as you can see, it took me just over a year to finish it, but at least it's done. Now my dad will move the Screaming Ford over so we can get the loader out. Then we are going to put this sheet underneath the plane with the rest of our metals and then go find the other one. You can tell we've kept this sheet a long time for these ski panels because if we walk over here, it actually says ski panels. I think I did pretty good. I didn't waste too much material, but to us, nothing is a waste. I have my lines pretty straight as well, so if we just plasma cut that off, we have a perfectly good sheet left for more skis. Now I can put all the tools away while my dad gets ready to move the sheet. He is going to stack all the pallets back up as well. I will be dumping this pail of water on the pallets just to make sure no fires. Got the sheet into the rack, no problem. Actually worked out pretty good using the loader. I don't think the Mini would have had the reach to get it in there. Now my dad will go find the other piece so we can put it into the rack as well. At least I think that's where it's going, but let's go find out. On my way to go find the other piece of sheet metal for my dad. That way we can write on it and put in the pile with the rest of them. And look what I found. Kind of looks like a Listerine bottle or something maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll be adding this to my collection. I was just casually walking and looked down. You can actually see where I picked it up. That's pretty cool. Now I better head over and see if I can find where he put this sheet metal. Found the other piece, and of course it is underneath all of our tin, so my dad will have to move the 2 pallets so we can get that piece underneath and put it into the rack with the rest of them. Going to move the tin over by the van trailers for the moment. You can see where the other pieces of tin are. At some point they will end up underneath the van trailers. We were able to get the second panel in no problem. Of course, somebody had to put a plane in the way, so it was a little hard to wiggle that one in, but I'll head down and write ski panels on it in case we ever need to make some more. 2:30 and my dad's going to move this back into place. We had to move it out of the way so we could get the panels in onto the rack. Finally, after a year, my dad gets his pallets back. Almost 3 p.m. coffee time and I'm officially done in the kingdom. I did a quick search on this and everything is saying it is a brown bourbon whiskey bottle or some sorts like that, but I'm sure you guys will figure out what it actually is. To me it kind of looked like a Listerine because the cap on the top. You can also open it too. So the cap isn't ruined, you can open it up, look inside. Thankfully there wasn't anything gross in there, but it's pretty cool. But now it's time to head on back into WHO-ville, do the mail, and at 5 p.m. I'll do the weather.
Okay, 3 o'clock coffee, and the bugs are bad over here. Yes, the crane cat is holding up the Beach 18, and that's a kingdom call. A kingdom follower YouTube subscriber suggested that. Now look at those steel plates. We know where they're going to be in 20 years' time. They won't be all covered with trees and hidden in the bushes. Yes, I don't know how many times I've moved those plates around for the last 30 years. Oh my, I shouldn't think of that. All right, let's go have a victory drink that we actually did something today. Okay, finishing up today with the staff gone home. Yes, and I'm splashing the paint around here, so when I put the lights and everything on, it looks good. Yes, we were gifted some paint, and we cherish it. Yes, so I'm splashing the paint away, and then I hear Dick coming right at me. It's called the Doppler effect. Check it out, Google it, and then you'll understand. But I had my hands covered in paint, and he was coming right at me right there because of the Doppler effect. So then he came and see me standing here with the paint, and he was number one with me. I was giving him the number one finger for him. And then he turned and went that way, and then he turned to miss the yard. So he must have pooped his pants, actually steering the helicopter probably for the first time in his career. Unfreaking real. But the camera's got him. Keep it up, like Clint Eastwood says in Josie Wales. Yes, dying ain't much of a living, boy. Also, too, since how we're splashing the paint, we painted the idiot sticks. The guide sticks. Yes, we can't have chrome. It's too bright, too shiny. Plus, everybody thinks I have money if I have chrome. Oh, my. Okay, seems how Dick was coming right at me to kill me when the helicopter loses rotation. Yeah, those things aren't very safe. Okay, so I figured I'd control my own destiny. I got lucky today in diverting Dick away. So we changed out the tire here. We didn't film any of it because we do it in a safe manner. Yes, we use lots of lube, lots of water, lots of everything, and take our time. Yes, we do this. We've been doing this since we were wee lads. Yes, and what happened was the valve stem right beside here. Some rock scar or something got in behind the flapper disc or the liner, and there it is. Yes, and there was even a rock right here. So it was a good thing we changed it out. All right, let's see what the staff did today.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 23 degrees Celsius, which is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It is not that warm out right now, though. The sun has disappeared in behind the clouds, and it's starting to get windy and cool off. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, the staff finished up on the Lombard cross-pole sleigh skis panels. Yes, so there's 12 skis we have to build to put the 3 tank sheds up on the skis, the Lombards. So I did a tape measure, since how we have front and back. That's 210 inches around, okay? So that works out to 18 feet because you got to allow for exits and enter onto the steel plate. So she cut 18 feet per panel or per side. So times 24 panels to make a ski. So the best way to figure out as a 24 a beer times 18 cases, how many beer did she cut? Yeah, that's a lot of footage that Pro Point 38 Plus did. We're very impressed. Yes, the old piece of shit plasma cutter would never last that long. So that's a lot of cutting, 1/4-inch steel plate, and she did it, and the plasma cutter did it. So we highly recommend it. Head to Princess Auto and buy one. Say my name and get 30% added more. Oh my. Okay, seems how we had all the tools out except for the big gun. Yes, the big gun. Yes. We decided to put the tire on. It looks a lot better. It's embarrassing for the green toy to drive around on that small little smoothie. That's like the donut spare of on your Kia car or something. All right, let's go have some victory drinks because we did lots today. Okay, 6:30 at night, and I figured, well, what the hell? I'll try my luck. I did a change out on a split rim tire, no problem. Didn't strain my back or anything. I credit the titty vodka. Yes, takes the pain away. So these drums here are supposed to be pressed on, and they got these big nuts and everything. Well, this was no problem. So let's try my luck on the other side. Maybe we'll get twice as lucky, or 3 times the charm, as they say with the ladies. Okay, my lucky day. Yes, having the right tools, equipment, and everything, and luck on my side. First, Dick tries to kill me, but he was diverted. That evasive maneuver, he must have pooped his pants. I haven't seen him since. All right, so then we got the tire on the green toy, and then we got the other side off. So all we're doing is putting a little tension on here, okay? You don't need the big chain or anything like that. You just need a little pull and give it some love taps. That's all you need is some love taps with a small hammer down here. And there's enough vibration to shock it out, okay? I was looking at the service manual that I purchased from Gen Sales online, and they're showing big pullers and everything like that right here. And I made a note, maybe we should make one because we have 4 wheels like this. So maybe we should make one on a rainy day. So, well, we have the mini hoe. So it's always a good day when you get to ride your hoe at the end of the day. All right, let's have some victory drinks. Okay, 7 o'clock in the kingdom. We got more done after 5 o'clock than we did all day. But the staff got those cut up. We're so pleased and proud. Yes, all they got 12 skis to make now. We can weld and weld some more. But the big surprise today or this evening was the brake drum hubs coming off the grader, both sides. Talk about a lucky day. Plus, we were able to see Dick flying right towards the kingdom and then make an evasive maneuver to avoid the kingdom. Yes, so we know that the helicopter can steer. He probably pooped his pants because it was leaning pretty good. He banked it. Unreal. So he can avoid the kingdom. He doesn't have to fly over and endanger my life. He can go crash wherever. He chose that career option. All right, look at the flags. We haven't seen them in a while. They're all tangled up and limp. Oh, well, let's go walk the dogs and have some victory drinks because we did lots today. The boss will be pleased. No, he won't. He's an asshole. Talk to you later.